Well, we have a breath of fresh song for you, and this one is definitely a sing-along.
We have quite a lovely crowd, and these are the good old days.
Because we just started out getting some folks together to play homebrew last year, just because we wanted some folks to play homebrew, and ended up getting a great group of folks, started playing a lot of music together, and it just kind of expanded to further gigs, more people hopping in and out, and it just sort of became like a fluid thing, not the same people, but like the same vibes. And it being our last semester, I guess, so it's still this year, when we were trying to start up Free Beer as an entity in and of itself, we didn't want to be like a school recognized group because there's like complications that come with that. We decided we wanted to recruit folks at the activities fair, like for freshmen and incoming students. But we couldn't get a table because we're not a student group. So made a box and just spray painted it, Free Beer Musicians Collective, and then just got people to put their contact info and went around. And I think that we were pretty much more successful than most of the groups there because we can just like run around and we have a giant box that says Free Beer. We had a couple people who actually thought that there was free beer in the box, which I felt a little bad about, but I guess that's like recurring theme of Free Beer is people being like slightly disappointed that there's not as much free beer as they hoped. At this point, I just like have a house and send out emails to remind people when jams are, and that's like my primary contribution to Free Beer is like its own thing.
Like, okay, I can go to Wawa. Oh, no, not in this house, no. We're gonna bring it back.
I think it's the best, it's like the first real cultural experience that I've had on this campus. And I mean that as in like, you know, I've seen like live shows here, I saw Kendrick Lamar here and stuff, but it's like, this is the first place where people can really like express themselves freely, I think, that I've seen in a community. And that's pretty rare, I think, on Earth, and especially here. So it's really great. I mean, I don't come here a lot, but I wish I was like a freshman, you know, so I can keep coming back. But I've only heard great things. That jam was cool. I think they're all pretty good musicians. It's a good place.
You fixed it! I can walk again! Stay alive, Dr.
I'm just a fake healer, you know, it's all it is. Just going around healing with my faith and Jesus' blood.
Very Americana setting. That's really important to me because growing up I didn't think that the kind of anger and hatred that I saw on the news actually existed significantly in America. Well, then I left the context that I grew up in, and it made me start to worry that like maybe that really is important about American and started to wonder if like maybe I really am not supposed to be here. But I'm half Egyptian and half American, and I have to both of those came before me, and if I am to value my heritage, I have to value both of them equally, and I have to pursue both of them equally. So I was really happy to fall into this setting where you can have the heritage without the hatred and without the violence and anger. And that was an important step to reconciliation internally. So this is like a haven, I guess, for people who want to use music to express what they think.
Release. So, Nora, you want to play some songs?
I mean, free beer, in the simplest terms, if you wanted to capture it, it's a place to start your Friday, your weekend. But if you really wanted to get it, if you really wanted to, not to really understand it, it's about just this like a vibe, like an environment, like this place where people just come and they jam. And it's not about how good you are, it's just about jamming, And I'm glad to see that there's these other people that are they're affected by this. There's a camaraderie here that just, you just don't find anywhere else. And then it just is expansive, and there's something special there that just isn't anywhere else.
Community is really just something else around here. It's sort of hard to describe what it's like to just walk in to a house where all of your best friends are, and everyone that you just constantly want to be around because you just like them that much is just here playing music, doing your favorite thing. And I don't know, it's just been a really interesting thing to be a part of.
Kind of always had this fear of losing my mind. It's very hard to open up to other people about that. So you have all these thoughts inside your head. It's how do you get that out? How do you open up to another person? And so there's always these jams where you just kind of get this energy inside your body. And there's no judgment at all. And you kind of go crazy. You let yourself free for 15 minutes, 19 minutes, 20 minutes, and it's the best feeling in the world. And at the end of it, you look around and everybody just kind of looks you right in the eyes. And they understand, there's no question at all. But they also say man, that was fucking crazy. And then the next jam gets even better. Somebody else gets to lose their mind for a moment. Somebody else gets to let out everything they've been thinking over the past week. Somebody else gets to be free from judgment and worry and everything you could possibly imagine. It's freedom in a creative sense. Free from all creative oppression and worry and self-consciousness. I think I always end up learning a lot too. You don't get to play with other people with types of music that you're not usually exposed to enough. Getting to play weird music that you're not used to with other people teaches you a lot about them. I always feel like I know somebody better after a jam. Jam never ends.